beautiful Broadway world, and welcome back to a brand new season of Broadway World's Next on Stage, presented by AMDA and the Atlantic Acting School and sponsored by 54 Below and MTI. I am, as always, your Broadway buddy, Ben Cameron. So excited to be back hosting Next on Stage Season 6, if you can even believe it. Tonight, we are kicking off this new season by revealing our top 15 contestants in the college age group. Students from all over the country have been submitting videos of themselves singing a song from the musical theater canon, and you, yes, you, the public, have voted. Our top 15 received the most votes in this round of voting, which concluded on Wednesday night. You, my friends, have voted them into the top 15, but now our esteemed panel of Broadway superstar judges will jump in here and provide valuable feedback for them to use as they continue forward into the competition, which will be, of course, voted on by you, the public, in the next round. At the end of that, the top 15, our judges will have the opportunity to review performances from 3 contestants who were just this close to cracking into that top 15, but didn't quite make it. We call them our awesome almosts. Our judges will get to move one of those awesome almosts forward into the competition to compete for your votes. And the stakes, my friends, are very high this season. Our top 3 finalists in both our high school age group and our college age group are going to win a trip to New York City to perform at a live finale at famed 54 Below. Wowza. All right, shall we get to the job of meeting our esteemed panel of Broadway superstar judges? I think we should. First up, yeah, you know her and you love her, is the original Karen Smith in Mean Girls on Broadway, a performance that earned her a Drama Desk nomination. You've also seen her in Bring It On, the musical, Rock of Ages, Hair, Legally Blonde. She just finished a run off Broadway in Heathers. Isn't she the best? It's Kate Rockwell.
Spirit fingers!
Spirit fingers for Kate Rockwell.
You can tell I was cutting squash a minute ago because it looks like I have self-tanner all over my hands.
Do you know, we were just thinking that. Everybody watching this was like, I think she's been cutting squash.
Girl's been cutting some squash.
I can tell. So, Kate, you're no stranger to Next on Stage. You've got a couple seasons under your belt. You're so great. You have such a wonderful wealth of knowledge to share with these students. What are you looking for this season in particular?
I think, every time I come into this, my big soapbox is all about like, do you, don't do us, don't do what you've heard before, find your own voice. And so that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody with a unique take on some stuff.
All right, we're going to find it. We're going to find the unique takes. Next up, you've seen them in Kinky Boots on Broadway, Mrs. Doubtfire, and more recently in Saturday Church and the Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. They made history as the first non-binary actor to win a Tony Award for Best Leading Actor in a Musical for Some Like It Hot. Give it up for the one and only J. Harrison G. Oh, and
what's up?
Give it up for J. Harrison G's self-tape setup. This is professional. Great.
I wanted to, and also give you the askewness of like, life is not perfect. I want to see, like, we can set up all day long, but also sometimes you need to see the raw edges.
That's right.
And that's what I want to see today. I want to see the raw edges. I want to see the truth. I want to see the realness and the commitment.
But not of their self-tape screens. We don't want to see that. Yours, no. Yes. Theirs, no.
Yeah.
Let your self-tape metaphor be their reality. Oh,
give it to me.
There we go. We're so happy to have you here with us, Jay. And lastly, but not leastly, he has dazzled audiences in shows like Wicked, Moulin Rouge, Anastasia, Bridges of Madison County, earned a Tony nomination for his performance in Jagged Little Pill. It's Derek Klena.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, Derek Klena?
So glad to be back.
Derek, what do you
season?
Yeah, what excites you in a young performer when you see something and go, that's interesting?
Preparation and confidence.
Mm.
And I think they go hand in hand. I think you can't really be confident unless you are fully prepared, you have a plan, and you're able to be yourself. And I think it translates, especially on camera. So I'm excited to see what all these young artists are bringing today.
Holy moly.
Let's do it.
Preparedness.
What does that say?
Oh, it's what is it? Sweet Martha's cookie jar.
Excellent.
Yeah. And it's like an actual, they have like limited merch, and my wife's ex coworker has like a cookie company, and so this was like from their
Cute.
They got good merch.
Support
So
small
fan of the
business.
hats.
Maybe
Yeah.
we can throw that into the prize package for the winner this year.
Hey, you know what? Yeah.
You can sign it. I don't know. I'm
Limited
spitballing
edition
here.
Martha's cookie jar hat.
And you'd be the only one, my friends.
Hey.
All right. Before we jump into it, judges, I want to mention that founded in 1985, the renowned Atlantic Acting School is one of the best acting schools in New York City, bar none. As the only acting conservatory offering in-depth training in practical aesthetics, the Atlantic technique, as outlined in a practical handbook for the actor, Atlantic equips aspiring actors with unmatched creative, technical, and professional skills. You can learn more at atlanticactingschool.org.
At Atlantic, our aim is singular, to empower simple and honest storytelling that fosters greater understanding of our shared world. At our world-renowned Atlantic Acting School, we empower aspiring actors to fulfill their dreams. Our flagship conservatory program, NYU Tisch Studio, and many programs for kids and teens offer unparalleled training in practical aesthetics, Atlantic's technique, providing thousands of students with technical, creative, and personal rigor, and a lifelong community that fuels success beyond our doors. Alumni have gone on to prolific careers in theater, TV, and film, and our Create Your Own Work philosophy has launched dozens of budding theater companies that continue to create genre-defying work today. No matter their age or experience, our students learn to break through their creative comfort zones in service of bringing essential human stories to life. And we're just getting started.
And for you, all of you watching us at home or wherever you watch us from, be sure that you're following along with Broadway World Stage Mag, which you can check out by scanning the QR code here. All right, judges, are you ready to meet our top 15?
Yes.
Do
Let's
this
go.
thing.
Bring it.
All right. I feel the excitement burning through the computer screens right now, all over the
Yeah.
country. First up, in no particular order, of course, in our top 15, we want to send a huge congratulations to Jaden Noako from Bowie, Maryland. Today, Jaden is performing I'm Not Afraid of Anything, a favorite from Songs for a New World. Take it away, Jaden.
Listen to the calling of excitement. Can you feel the pounding of my heart? The lights are ready, pulse is steady. I can start. Never stop the calling of a challenge. Blessing on the water and the stones. And David loves me. He's afraid to tell me. He's afraid to trust me. And he'll always be. He's afraid of me. And I'm not afraid of anyone. I am sure to win with anyone at all. I'm not afraid of anyone. Not a soul alive can get behind this wall. So let them call and watch them fall. 'Cause after all, I'm not afraid.
All right. That is Jaden. First up in our big top 15. Kate, let's start with you, my friend.
Jaden, wow, you have a beautiful voice, and this is a compliment, but I love seeing your mouth is so big. I could see your tonsils. I love that. This is my favorite thing about musical theater self-tapes, is getting to see everybody's tonsils. You sound fantastic. You're stunning on camera. I want you to open your eyes. You're going to hear me all season. All young people will hear me say it over and over, is when you shut your eyes, we get cut out as an audience member, and I want to be let in. I want to be with you on those big emotional moments, which are what the high notes are for, is, extreme emotion. High notes mimic our feelings. And so please don't cut me out. Please let me in. I want to stay with you. But that's what I got.
We want in. Derek Klena, what are your thoughts for Jaden here?
Yeah, I most of my critiques were just technical things. I agreed. As the cut went along, you really engaged, which I was happy you did. But towards like the first half of the cut, and that's where we really want to like hook, line, and sink our audience. I agree with Kate that like you want to keep your eyes open, make sure that when you're on camera, your eyes aren't navigating too high or too left or right. You don't want to go too peripheral. You kind of want to stay in this little mini box that is your camera or your computer screen, just so the audience doesn't lose your eyes, because especially on camera, all the storytelling is going to happen right here. And so we definitely want to keep those eyes open and present. And then the one other thing, just storytelling wise, you have an amazing voice and you're so magnetic on camera. I would say when she's really recognizing all of the faults in the relationship towards the end of the song, make sure that we're not getting ahead of ourselves. And I know it's hard with singing to a track, because obviously you have to stay in time and you don't really get the freedom to take those beats. But just if you can distinguish the moments, the recognition that she's seeing like cracks in the mirror of the relationship a little bit, and make those moments a little bit more specific at the end as she kind of starts to fall apart, I think that could even like heighten the performance even more. But what a way to start out. Like, incredible. Great job.
All right, some excellent feedback for Jaden. We're going to move forward. Next up, making it into the top 15 in our college competition, we say hello to Connor Martin from Hartford, Connecticut. Today, Connor is singing Try Me from She Loves Me. Ah.
The biggest sale in several years, I believe. Thank you, madam. Please call again. Glad I could help. Here is my card. Thank you, madam. Please call again. Do call again. Madam, I would gladly grow a mustache if you'd like, Mr. Marichek. Try me. Oh, I would even think of giving up my bike, Mr. Marichek. Try me. For first-class clerking and conscientious working, Mr. Marichek, why not try me? Ho ho!
Listen, you had me at Santa Hat, Connor. You had me at Santa Hat. That feels like a perfect song for Connor. Let's go to Jay Harrison G. What are your thoughts for Connor here?
Yeah, did feel like a very perfect song for Connor. And I loved his very like focused energy and knowing who he was singing to. And also, again, my critique would be to add the more freedom and like loosen up and really let go, and allow the story to like take over you, and the focus is there now. Let the story come through the eyes even more. Again, like Kate was saying, like that's how we connect to you. And like he has such big, beautiful eyes, and really like not. What I love is artists who don't mind making silly choices. So we get the Santa Claus hat and like really go there and allow yourself to go all the way there.
I love that. Derek, you're nodding. Let's go back to Derek.
Yeah. I would love to contribute. I totally agree. I think your eyes are so expressive and so present. I think they pop on camera, which is fantastic. But to piggyback on what Jay's saying, I think we can get a little bit more specific, especially in this song where there's a lot happening. I love how you distinguish the two conversations that he's having. But now I think we can take it further, and I think homework for this one is go home and like write what the other person is giving you. So since you're on camera, we don't have the privilege of seeing the scene partners in your scene. And I think since he's trying to convince him to try him out and give him a shot, I think maybe write down some notes about like the times that Mr. Marichek, is that his name? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like shuts him down and take us on that story, because he keeps trying and he's persistent. So let us see the responses that Mr. Marichek's giving you through your eyes. I think that's the next step of this, and that's exciting. It'll keep it ever changing.
And Kate, did you like the Santa hat?
Did I like the Santa hat? I love the Santa hat. I literally just did this show at Bucks County, and I feel like our production was sadder for no Santa hat.
Well done, a trailblazer, Connor Martin, everyone. Next up, we have Maria Elena from Dexter, Michigan. Today, she's singing Sister's Pickle from Amelie.
I could stay right here and give back the boy his book. Just stay right here and say hello and say my name. Say, here's your book and what a place. And hey, let's keep in touch. That's way too much. It's hard to go unseen. At least in this instance, with so little distance between me and the boy and his book in the shop. Wow. I take a step to get out, but my feet forget how. Now it's me, just me against the door. This isn't what I thought. I think I want some more, but not right now. Now I need to go. I'm not finished with the boy, I mean the book. So I will hold it till tomorrow.
That is Maria Elena from Dexter, Michigan, giving us Sister's Pickle. I'm going right back to you, Kate, right away.
Oh, yeah, give me. That was fun. I don't know this show very well, so everyone has to forgive me. I literally know the one song that everyone sings from the show. So this is my first time hearing this. My first instincts are, I love that you picked something that was a little non-traditional for a woman as an introduction, something a little, I hate the word quirky because it means nothing, but like, I'm going to use it, quirky. That's more character driven than like, look at me, pretty princess. Makes me happy personally. Nothing wrong with pretty princesses. I just like when we aren't them. So I say kudos to your song choice. And I think I'm going to sort of steal what Jay said for Connor, which is keep going. Keep going. It's okay to loosen up. It's okay to be weird. It's okay to make funny faces. It's okay. Like, you don't have to be the pretty version of quirky to be quirky. We can get caught up in the emotion of trying to decide how to interact with someone that we think is cute, right? Like how to interact with someone that we think is interesting, and the awkwardness of that. That's fun to watch. So release whatever pressure you're feeling to like make it look good, and just allow those feelings to sort of take over. I think that would be a really, really charming song. It's kind of cute. I want to look it up.
It's a very fun song. Jay Harrison G, what do you think?
Oh my God, I enjoyed watching that so much. Like Kate said, she made such beautiful choices. I mean, and like the quirk was there, and I was like, yeah, go further. I was like, I see the glimpses of wanting to, and the again, those raw edges where you're like, yeah, you've got the right instincts. Trust it, go and play. I mean, like being dumb enough to like hit yourself in the head with the book and like, I was like, thank you. Yeah, because that's what you do in this conundrum of figuring out what you want. And you're like, stupid. Like we do that in real life. So bring that naturalization to the story you're telling. And it was so like delightful to watch, truly.
I look forward to next week's competition when everyone will be hitting themselves in the head with a book.
Also, real quick, keep your eyes up towards the end of the cut because we lost you towards the end as you were contemplating. It was very active, but just keep the eyes at like camera level.
Excellent. All right, my friends, next up in our top 15, let's say hello to Gabriel Richardson. Gabriel's from Denver, Colorado, and Gabe is singing Leave the Light On from The Notebook. Take it away, Gabriel.
I almost feel you're kissing my neck, blinking and breathing, laughing and leaving, and the hole in my chest isn't there anymore. Where have you gone? Oh, where have you gone? I build these walls to bring you home, but all they bring me is more alone. Maybe I'll move on, maybe I won't, but I'll leave the light on anyway. I'll leave the light on.
That light is on, my friends. Derek Glenna, let's go to you right away.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I thought it was a beautiful performance, beautiful voice. Honestly, I wish his focal point was a little closer to camera. Mm-hmm. Like that was the whole thing. I feel like if you split the difference and you were just right off camera instead of being off this way, we would have stayed locked in with that story. And it would have represented the scene that the song took place in, I think, a little bit better. Just because from an audience perspective, it was kind of hard to see like what the focal point was. Was it a person? Was it a self-reflection type song? Like, I don't really know the show that well. And so that I think could have clarified some things for me. But beautiful voice. You're so expressive and so charming. Yeah, it's great. I loved it.
Miss Kate.
Yeah, I agree totally with Derek. I just felt like because I couldn't lock in with your eyes, and so I felt like I was sort of watching, like, you know how like when you have one of those hotel rooms that says it's like ocean view, but it's like the ocean's over that way. Like that's kind of what I thought you were getting.
That's a good analogy.
Over there is really gorgeous, and I wish that I was right in front of it.
I want to see the sunset.
I want to see the sunset. But yeah, I mean, it was a beautiful performance. Gabriel, I just want to say your voice is stunning. I personally can't tell if you edited that sound a little bit because it sounded so stunning that I was like, is that real? Is that clean? If that's you,
I think you might just have an external mic.
Maybe
you might just have a good external mic.
Your microphone. Then congratulations, because the sound is glorious.
It was good.
It like you edited it. And if you edited it, that's great. Don't do that again. But if you didn't, goodness gracious, that was so beautiful. Because we just want to hear the raw performance, right? Like always, just like with camera, it's like you don't have to put a filter on anything except if you're me right now, and then you have to put a filter on. But you don't have to put a filter on anything the same way that you don't have to put a filter on your sound. If you didn't, great work, because it sounded like you did. And then you can ignore this entirely. But in case anyone was thinking about filtering their sound, we don't need it.
Love that. I myself like to have a little reverb wherever I go. I'm using
all the time. Just
I just want to
wet mic.
Underwater in outer space. That's how I want to sound.
Exactly.
Next up in the top 15, we're welcoming Henry Q. Gregory from Clover, South Carolina. And today, Q is singing My Mind.
I heard you coming at 2:45. You closed the door and laid down next to me. But then I heard you say his name in your sleep. Your dirty secrets too far gone to keep. I'm about to lose my I'm about to lose my mind. I'm about to lose my mind. I think about you all the time.
I believe it. I believe every word. All right, Q. Jay, I see you leaning in.
I literally was like, I love that song, My Mind by Yeba. Like, and I love taking this like popular song, this secular song, and like bringing it to this competition. And my encouragement to Q is to really tell the story. You're losing your mind. Like, what is that journey? What does this person put you through to make you sing these lyrics? If you were bringing this in a show and like bringing us to this moment, what are you telling us? Why are you bringing us in? The vocal runs, everything stunning, like sounds gorgeous. Now, why are you singing it? What is the journey, and how does that make you feel? Like at the beginning, Q kind of closed their eyes, like Kate said, and went somewhere. And I was like, where'd you go? What did that make you feel? Like, now show me that thing where they must have put you through something. But otherwise, I mean, I literally was just like, yeah, you sound stuns. Sounds gorge.
Tote stuns. Kate Rockwell.
Yeah, I agree. I like, you know, in musical theater canon, when we use sort of vocalises, riffs, any of that stuff, it's because there's something happening, right? They're not just ornamentation; they are emotional they're the same as any sort of exclamation, right? They have intention, they have feeling. They are, when words fail us, they are the sounds that we must make. And this song has so many of those. And also this song is full of extreme emotion. And so it lines up beautifully to storytell with that sound. Now you just got to integrate them so that the reason that you are in the storytelling, right? So it's not just, I mean, it is stunning. Your voice is stunning, but like, it's not just stunning. It's also stunning and powerful and painful and angry and whatever you want it to be, literally anything. You know, those vocalises are an opportunity to act beyond words. So utilize that when you're doing a piece like this.
Come on, act beyond words.
Hey, words fail. Isn't there a whole song? Words fail.
Yeah. It's interesting, right? We live in kind of a day and age now where the lines between the pop music and theater music have well, they're non-existent really to a great degree at this stage of the game. How, Derek, do you feel in competitions like this, seeing the kind of this out of context music in a musical theater competition?
I love it. I think he executed it perfectly. You know, what I like to talk about, like when I do coaching and things like that, is like, especially with non-theater songs where the storyline isn't as known, or it's not a part of a whole plot. Like, I think like he established the story from the top of his cut. And then he gave himself that permission to kind of like, as the song kind of expanded and the musicality kind of took place, he kind of like, he earned his stripes in the first part of the song to allow himself to take those vocal liberties towards the end. Now, I do agree with Jay, like, we do need to see the story progress in some way, shape, or form. If the main lyric is "I'm losing my mind," like, let's see you like get there, and start to be tormented by this, either in a good way or a bad way. But that was the only thing lacking for me. But I think you earned the storytelling at the beginning, and it gave you permission to take that like vocal liberty towards the end, and really like utilize the singer-songwriter element of it. So I thought it was beautiful, good balance.
All right.
One last thing though is I do think because this is musical theater competition, next week, Q, it would be great to hear you do something from a more traditional canon, just so that we don't want to get so, you know, we're still musical theaterizing pop music. Mm-hmm. So let's try next week to do something that's from the sort of more musical theater canon, so that we have that to sort of do this.
Mm-hmm. And I think we have some ways to make that happen next week, which we'll talk about a little later on. All right.
Quiz?
You'll see. Thank you, Q. Congratulations. Next up, from Rockland, California, we've got Michaela Leonort. She's singing What I Learned from People from Maybe Happy Ending. That's fun.
Picture the light fading out of his eyes. Picture her hand falling out of his. Though it isn't so strange. It hurts watching people change. He was still standing next to her, but they were alone. Everything must end eventually. Now I'm asking you to trust me. Whatever you think you had, it is over now. I know how much a heart can break. Don't make that mistake. Everything must end eventually. Living with people has taught this to me.
Well done, Michaela. All right, let's see. Who wants to take a stab at this first? Let's go to Kate.
Yeah. Beautiful, Michaela. That's lovely. Gosh, you are stunning on camera. I literally, the video started and I went, oh, because you just hop so beautifully. This is lovely. I sort of know the show, and I think I know what moment this is from, if I remember it right. I wish there was a little bit more like direct connection with the person that you are singing to. I felt like there was a lot of larger picture storytelling rather than direct conversation, because if I remember correctly, this is a conversation between two people in a very intimate moment. The point being, this is a really intimate conversation in a very vulnerable place. And so I think we can distill down some of the performance elements of it so that it becomes a little bit more of a natural conversation. That is especially true when we're on camera, because anything on camera reads so big and becomes distracting. So sometimes if your arm is just right here, even this will take me away from what's happening here. That's sort of the nature of having only this much performance space. But I also think that what that will do is, if you can allow the performance to sort of distill down to just what it is that you are trying to communicate, it's going to activate this a little bit more specifically in the conversation that you're having with someone you care about, right? Somebody that you have developed a relationship with that you care about. So that would be my feedback, is see if you can kind of get away from the performance part of it. Don't feel like you have to perform this, and see what that brings you. See if that can allow you to connect a little more directly with whoever it is that you're singing to.
Excellent. Jay, let's talk about it.
Ditto on all of that. I literally wrote down like the spectrum of what you're feeling and how that like manifesting your body and finding the colors that brings out in you, like really speaking those words and like you said, finding not just a general wash, because it was very like general big feelings, as opposed to like truly contemplating the things that are coming out of your mouth and effectively communicating that to your partner, your scene partner. But otherwise, stunning, Michaela. Thank you.
All right. Michaela is in that top 15. You know who else is? Benjamin Cavallo-Smith from Hingham, Massachusetts. And today, Benjamin, what a gorgeous name, is singing If I Didn't Believe in You from the last 5 years.
If I didn't believe in you, we'd never have gotten this far. If I didn't believe in you and all of the 10,000 women you are, if I never thought you could do anything you ever wanted to, if I wasn't certain that you'd come through somehow. Well, the fact of the matter is, Kathy, I wouldn't be standing here now. If I didn't believe in you, we'd never be having this fight. If I didn't believe in you, I'd walk out that door and say, Kathy, you're right. But I never could let that go. Knowing the things about you, I know things when I met you 4 years ago. I know. But it never took much convincing to make me believe in you.
All right, that's Benjamin Cavallo-Smith. I'm going to take this to Jay right away.
I literally was just finished writing down, would Kathy have stayed?
Ooh.
And
Right.
that's what, Benjamin, you have to ask yourself, did you do enough to achieve your objective? In your mind, if you believed in what you had with Kathy, would she have stayed in your journey? And so figuring out what it is you're aiming, why you are singing these words, and seeing what would I naturally do to achieve that thing? What lengths would I go to make it make sense to make Kathy stay?
I love that. What a great question to ask at the end of any performance you do.
Would Kathy have stayed?
Yeah, would Kathy have stayed?
That's really funny.
I'll go to you, Derek.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think the stakes need to be a little bit higher because just this. I think we were lacking a little bit of the conversation, and since it is such a pivotal, like, do or die moment for the relationship, and it's such a pivotal moment in the show, yeah, I think I was missing the objective, like what we were actually trying to do in that scene. And I think it's just piggybacking what Jay already said, and just like upping those stakes and really like going for it and knowing that, like, yeah, your objective is to win her back and calm her down and encourage her. And yeah. And so, yeah, I think we just specificity and raising the stakes.
All right. I'm now going through my head to all the show tunes that we could do where we ask, would Kathy have stayed at the end of? That's like, we do it for Miss
Stayed.
We do it for Miss Saigon. Would Kathy have stayed?
Yeah, exactly.
Would Kathy have stayed?
I'm staying.
All right. Next up, we're excited to welcome Dylan Marky from Leawood, Kansas into our top 15. And this is going to be fun, Derek. He is taking on My Petersburg from Anastasia. Take it away, Dylan Marky.
Something in your love is it so? That's where I learned my stuff in some rough company. There's a boy growing up who is me, all I've been, all I'll be. We can do what we're told, we can go where we're led, but I learned from my father to see what's ahead. Nothing here to hold me, knowing that I owe. Funny how a boy can grow. Funny how a city tells you when it's time to go. It boils down to there are some who have walls yet to climb. You and I are on the fly just in time. But tonight there's a sky and quite a view. Welcome to my Petersburg.
Yeah.
Dylan Marky. Hey, Derek, I got to start with you. And
Yeah.
would Kathy?
Beautifully sung, man. This is a hard tune, and it keeps going, and it's pretty relentless. And that last Berg vowel, get it. Yeah, I think the one thing with this, you're a super charming performer. You have a great voice. I think my biggest thing on this song is understanding the characteristics about Dimitri and why he's singing this. I think the biggest question to ask yourself is, would Kathy have stayed? No. The second biggest guy I had to. It was just
Valid question for the song, actually.
I'm so excited to
use that question at the end.
No, so this whole song is towards Anya. And I think Dimitri has a complicated relationship with Petersburg. I think it's kind of like a tap your head and rub your tummy situation of like, yes, the song is so triumphant and it's bright and it's inspiring. And Dimitri is a very determined guy. He is singing this song to basically like prove to Anya that he's risen from the gutters and he's like fought his way to the top of the food chain in Petersburg. And Petersburg has been a very hard city for him to live in. That's why he's aspiring to get out. It's also a city that took his father. So I think at its core, it's less like joyful. I think it's more pride. There's pride in like the journey that he has taken to get there. And resilience, but I think maybe just you have to kind of walk that ledge of being like too exuberant and too happy in the song. I think there's prideful, and there is he's found this renewed love for the city by introducing it to Anya through new eyes. And I think so there's appreciation and a pride there, and everything he's doing for his dad. So at the core of this, just make sure we're not losing that there is this like overwhelming pride and determination, and also a renewed love for the city, and also like that view at the lyric at the end of the song. And tonight in the sky, there's quite a view. I think it's less like, oh wow, look, the sky is bright tonight, and it's like it's more of that appreciation. That's almost a metaphor of like, wow, thank you for like reintroducing the city to me in a weird way, and now I can leave the city and kind of tip my hat to it and thank it for what it's giving me, but also inevitably move on. So yeah, but you did agree. It was great, but I think we can deepen it and lean into the pride and determination.
I'm thinking about it in a whole new way as well. And I've told you this before, Derek, but I love to listen to this song on the treadmill.
All right.
I do.
Yeah, it's nice,
if you need to get to those last 5 minutes and get into the orange zone.
All right.
Do it.
Love that for us. Love that. Get to that orange zone. Let's go.
Gotta get the orange zone. Kate.
I don't know what I'm going to say that Derek didn't just say way better. I mean, I think I think for me, I felt like we just needed to, you, Dylan, sorry, you, not we, needed to just think more specifically about what it is you're talking about. But I think that's exactly what Derek just said. I think it's about like, what is this song really about to you? Why are you singing about this song, this city? Why are you having this conversation at all? Because I felt like it was like, it's nice here. And you're like, well, I don't think that's enough to motivate a song. So what is it? What is the specific that's driving this sort of show off, the show off moment of look at the city and describing it the way that you do. So yeah, but I think Derek said it better than I'm going to say it.
All right. Well done.
Hey, dude, you nailed it.
High praise from the OG. All right, we're about halfway through our top 15. Taking us into our second half is Megan Inglis from Naperville, Illinois. And Megan is singing Andrew Lippa's I'm Not Waiting.
Single, hardly you can play the field. Friends say no way, I just clutch my shield. But I'll see you at a party and want to hold you so. I'll feel you at a party, but I'll quickly whisper, no, I'm not waiting for you. I'm not waiting for you. Am I old? Am I dumb? Do I wear the wrong kind of jeans? Am I fat? Am I slow? Do I read the wrong magazines? Am I tall? Am I cold? Am I all the wrong in-betweens? I'm not changing. I'm not growing. You're not watching. I'm not going. We're not loving. You're not seeing. I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting.
All right, that's Megan Inglis. All right, I see.
Does anybody know? Is that a standalone or?
It's yeah, it was on a Julia Murney album.
Oh,
That song.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Derek, I'll go back to you. You were snapping.
Yeah, I thought she was fierce. Thought it was really good. That's a hard song. That's a really hard song, but she won the conversation. I mean, she was active in the conversation from the beginning, and I think that was important. Is she set the stage? We knew who the scene partner was. We knew what the motivation was. The only thing that I think she can do to like really take this is just spiral a little bit more. I think in all those I'm not waiting, da 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 da. I think be a little bit more specific with her frustration there. And realize that each one of those things that she's noticing are standalones, and she's noticing them in real time. They just kind of ducktailed into one another. So I think we could have been a little bit more specific there. But your eyes are so active. Your choices were great. I loved how, because the song kind of drives, and the way that you kind of sat in the scene at the beginning was really impressive. It was really great. Really great job.
Jay.
Yeah, I piggyback on that. Like, beautiful journey. From the beginning, I leaned in, and not just because it was in a lower part of her register, but I felt like, okay, what are you about to say? Like, where are you going to take me? And that journey and the control with which she did that was so beautiful. Yeah, but I definitely piggyback off of what Derek was saying. I'm truly like sitting here like, oh. That was just so beautiful.
It was really good. Really good.
Yeah.
Well,
I do have one thing that also, like, to piggyback on that, what Jay said. At the beginning, what I think strengthened the very of that some of the other contestants have done today, and this is like maybe just a pet peeve of mine, but I don't think so. I think don't resist the urge to give an acting beat before you open your mouth. I think if you like almost like lead the witness, like lead the audience member before you say anything. Like, for instance, if you're like something's about to happen and you're staring off in the abyss, and then you're like, and I'm going to start singing now. It's almost like you're setting up the thought before the thought comes out. And I think she just started with the thought, like, and she was present. And then when she opened her mouth, that was like the first that was the first clue we got to what was happening. And I think it kept us on the edge of our seat in a weird way. So I think that's just for all the contestants, is make sure that we're not letting the audience get ahead of us, that we're staying present and that we're leaving the crumbs so that they're following along and we're not leading the witness.
Yeah.
Don't lead the witness.
Don't do it.
That's today's t-shirt. Next in the top 15 is Todd Turner from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and he's singing When She Smiles from Liz Estrada Jones. Take it away, Todd.
Oh, there's a rumor in my heart. It's saying there's a girl about to make me fall apart. Oh, should I run or should I hide? God, it's like I'm back in junior high. I should just walk on out that door. But this is way so much more than I bargained for. So stop staring in her eyes. But when she speaks, it's like my heart just skipped a beat. And when she moves, it's like my world is falling through. It's when she smiles. It's when she smiles. It's when she smiles.
All right, that is Todd Turner. Let's go to Miss Kate Rockwell for some thoughts.
Todd, you're precious. That was so sweet. I really liked a lot about this. I thought that, I don't know this, it's like the season of songs I don't know. But I really liked that. I thought that was really endearing. I have a couple of technical notes that I want you to do. I want you to relax your head because I think there's a lot of like up and out happening. And because you're on camera, what that means is I could only see in here. I can't see your eyes at all. Like I lost a lot of the eye line. But I also think it will release a little bit of the tension that's happening like in your, whatever this is called, like that, literally that, like, but younger. I think I think if we can like level your chin out the littlest bit, let the jaw open, but the head doesn't have to go back for the jaw to open, right? You can still have big open sound, big, beautiful open vowels, but it doesn't have to lift backwards to do that. And then we don't lose your eyes. You get rid of all of this crazy neck tension that I'm showing you perfectly in this camera. And then my other technical note is you have me, I was so into this performance. And then at the end, it was like, when she, and I was like, oh, it fades out. And then out comes this big note. And I was like, oh, you like dropped me before we were done. And so I want you to, in those moments, if there is a hold where you're not singing, the energy stays. The energy maintains underneath the silence. It's that you aren't ready to speak yet. It's not that there's nothing to say. So the energy has to be held even in that silence so that we, the audience, stay with you until you're ready to sing that final note. So don't drop the energy out just because there's nothing written on the page for you to say. You have plenty to say. You're just not using words yet. And then the words will come when they are ready, also known as when they write them down. So those are my two technical notes, but I think you're adorable and I think you sound lovely. I liked this performance a lot. All my notes are still technical things.
Great. Jay Harrison G.
Yeah, my technical add-on to that would be, again, those moments where you go within, you're like, she smiles, and then I close my eyes and I get lost in it, and you're like, it can also make you feel something else, and you can like trust yourself to stay open and available and vulnerable to show that to us, of like, what does her smile really do to you? Like, you're like, oh, stop staring, and like, well, give yourself a moment to stare. Like, enjoy what that feeling brings out in you and allow us to see your enjoyment of that. And not just an inward, like, this is my safe place because I'm sustaining a note. Mm-hmm. You're like, sustain the note grounded and like with your chest and like with feeling and like forward acting. But otherwise, so precious, so adorable, like truly. Thanks, Ted Turner.
All right. Well done, Todd Turner. Next up, Todd. Next up, we have David Martinez, hailing from Queens, New York, singing Elena from She Loves Me.
Together, Ilona, we generate a spark that's rare. Why deny that it's there, Ilona? You feel it, I know. Let's help it.
Hi, David. Tell us what the smile's about, Derek.
Yeah, I think I was just like taken by the charm, and he came in hot from the beginning. I think, oh man, I don't know. I think we could have. I don't know. I'm leaning into the specificity. I think we could have found. There was so much exuberance and joy in the performance. That is so winning. Like, don't lose any of that. But I think it would have accentuated even more. I think if we found places to pull back and make it intimate, and play against like the boldness of the music a little bit. But honestly, I mean, you're so charming. The vocals were fantastic. Yeah. I would have loved to see there's a little bit of like that intimate sparkle.
Can I say something?
I wish you would.
The other thing to remember, David, this is so charming. The thing I want to remind you is that he's a shithead. Can I say that on this? He's a bad guy. He's a womanizer. He's a manipulator. He's a liar. Like, this is a game he plays. This is his tactic. So it's not, while your performance is so, I love the joy. I love the exuberance. Remember that he's playing her. And I think that will provide you some of the specificity that Derek's talking about, because it is a little bit more than just, hey, love song. It's hey, love song to get you in bed, so that, because you're about to be mad at me, or you are mad at me, she is mad at you. So I got to get you unmad at me so I can get you back in bed. It's more cerebral than it is genuine, heartfelt. And I think that would provide you with that. And that's just sort of going back to what that, like, when you really identify who it is that you're embodying. He doesn't even mean it in the show. Like, he's not genuine at all. He's such a schmuck. So go back and like really kind of tie back into who it is that what it is about him you love, and what that is for you. What is your tactic? What are your ploys that you use when you need to get out of a bad situation?
And a quick little thing I would say also, like, and I think we all need this in our lives, the understanding of how stillness can be powerful. Of like, again, if you're more specific and you know exactly what your tactics are, finding stillness and intention is more powerful than like gesturing and gesticulating for the sake of, and again, connecting to your character a bit more. So stillness is powerful.
All right.
You're here.
Let's continue forward into the top 15. Next up, we've got Gracia Wright. Gracia is from Dalton, Georgia, and she is singing For Forever from Dear Evan Hansen.
And everything's okay. All we see is sky for forever. We let the world pass by for forever. Feels like this could go on for forever. This way. All we see is light, 'cause the sun burns bright. Life will be alright for forever this way. Two friends, true friends on a perfect day.
All right, Gracia Wright. I'm going to stick with you, Jay Harrison G.
Oh, that was so sweet. I would encourage Gracia to like really like again let go. It felt like her baseline was just to be pretty, and she is so stunning. Like really looking at her and taking her in, but like it just the default of coming back to like such a sweet place, and like again finding specificity in this journey of what you're going through and what you're sharing with an audience, but like sweet and beautiful. Like truly, I was just sitting here like, thank you, Gracia. You have like this beautiful angel is gracing us today.
All right. I think I see a fire in your eyes, Kate.
Always. Great. I actually really liked that, Gracia. I loved the simplicity of the beginning. It was actually a lovely, perfectly timed example of what stillness can do. Because you were so simple in the beginning that it really brought me in, which I loved. I think maybe this is tied into what Jay was just saying, but I think that one of the things that this song has a big trick about it, which is this is not a happy song. This is a fake happy song. This is a really, really sad song, actually, that's pretending to be a happy song. And I think that maybe if we can tie back into the fact that this is not happening, that this is a dream, but not very much not a reality for this character, that would provide you a little bit more of the depth of emotion, so it won't feel quite so pretty. Because the song is beautiful, and that's the trick, is that the song is really beautiful, the lyrics are really beautiful, you are really beautiful, so you're going to get a lot of beautiful in this. But if we can maybe connect down to the lack of, or the loss of, or the I wish I had in there a little bit more, it might ground it, or give it some more roundedness, some more color to it. But other than I really actually liked a lot of what you had going there. I think we can just dig deeper.
Yeah, what Kate said.
All right. Thank you very much. And we move forward now. Guess who's next? It's Gilbert Almaraz, back from season 4. Gilbert is from Las Vegas, Nevada, and is singing Come to Me, Bend to Me from Brigadoon. Lovely.
Come, dearie, near me so ye can hear me. I've got to whisper this softly. For though I'm burning to shout my yearning, the words come tiptoeing off me. Oh, come to me, bend to me, kiss me good day, darling, my darling, 'tis all I can say. Just come to me, bend to me, kiss me good day. Give me your lips and don't take them away.
All right, that's Gilbert. Let's go to Derek Klena.
Beautiful voice. I think you sang it so beautifully, but I think we just need a little bit more than that. I think it can't just be a pretty song. I think I was missing the objective. And also I think that we could even heighten the like vocal styling of it is just taking a look of where you breathe. Because I would have loved to see a little bit more legato in your phrasing. It's almost like a lullaby. It's like trance-like. But it was more proclaimed than I would have liked it to be. I was missing the intimate conversation. He even says, I think, like, come closer. And it's almost like a whisper, like sweet nothing. And so I think there was just a little bit, it was pretty bold. And so, yeah, I would just like to see a little bit more of that intimacy and like young love, and also like maybe some like nerves in there around expressing your love for this person. Something that gave this character a unique quality to get what they want. And I think, I don't know, I think we can be a little bit more specific about what he wants out of this relationship. Is it to win a kiss? Is it to go out with this person? Is it to tell them that he loves them? I don't know. But I think just that would be homework for this one, is just, once again, just specificity. And also, I think lowering your eye line and putting it on the left or the right of the camera, not right above. Because at the beginning, like, honestly, don't know the show that well. But it almost was like a prayer. It was almost like you were like saying a prayer instead of being in a scene with somebody. And I know it's like a technical thing, but it's really helpful from an audience perspective, and especially on camera.
All right. I'm going to go to you, Kate. Gilbert's coming back to us again.
I know. Hi, Gilbert. Welcome back. I agree with Derek. I think that sometimes these classic pieces, and I'm not the best at Brigadoon, but like I vaguely remember seeing a production of it when I was in college. The songs are simpler, right? Like the music, it was of a different time. The songs are written to be simpler because we used to write simpler music, but that doesn't mean that the intention is simpler. It doesn't mean that the people or the emotions are simpler. So even though it kind of can fall into that like D, 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 which by the way is also Music of the Night. Anyone at all?
Yes, I literally was thinking the same thing.
Are we highlighting that ALW just stole that melody?
Good job, Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Whoops. Anyway, it can fall into that sort of very simple song, but that's not what this scene is, right? This is an incredibly vulnerable moment between two people. And so we have to heighten the feeling, even if the song feels nice.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the worst word on earth. Like, please don't ever describe me as such. This song is way more than that, because otherwise we wouldn't be singing it. We would just be saying it. It was that simple. We wouldn't need to sing it at all. So I think dig deeper in this. If you love this song, which I assume you do, which is why you brought it here, dig deeper into what it is you are trying to accomplish and why you have to sing it. Why is this song? Why isn't it just a come here? Why isn't it that? It's not, right? It's a whole 3-minute long song. So do a little bit of digging, maybe into the original story, but also just in what it is for you. Why do you like this song? Why did you want to perform it? Nobody's like, at this level, we're not talking because my voice teacher gave it to me, which is my favorite feedback that people give when they perform music. You chose this for a reason. So why does it excite you? What about this character's experience excites you? What about, what they are going through connects with you? And then let's put a pretty song on top of it. And the other thing, and this is just a personal one, stupid technical thing, super dark background, super dark shirt, floating head. I just need you to I need a middle ground on the color of this so that I don't for a split second think you're literally missing. Because there was a minute there where my old eyes were adjusting and I was like, what's happening right now? And it was just a dark shirt on a dark background. So, let me be involved in the first 30 seconds of your performance by wearing a slightly different colored shirt than your background.
I love it. Floating head. It can happen. All right. Next up, there's only 2 spots left in the top 15, and one of them goes to Lavana Gashi from San Jose, California, who will be singing I Don't Need a Roof from Big Fish.
Hear what the rain says, know what it knows. After the rain, something grows.
All right. That is Lavana Gashi from San Jose, California. Let's take it to Jay Harrison G.
I Don't Need a Roof. I don't know this well, but I was concerned from the beginning. I literally was just like, her facial expression at the beginning, I was like, what's happening? What's gonna go on? And we kind of never left that place. So the relationship, I was definitely like, what are you expecting? So I then tune into the lyric, and you're saying like, I don't need these things to feel you near me. I don't need any kind of qualifier, and this longing, and I wanted depth and color, and again, specificity. I feel like that's a universal note we've given all day of just like finding what is the range of feeling, and not getting stuck in the feeling of what the music sounds like, but fighting against that to really tell the story and how you are being affected to sing these lyrics. So that's my critique, but Lavana, beautiful, but also, yeah, just drop in a little more.
Mr. Klena.
Yeah, ditto. I think this it just goes back to stakes. I think that, like, she says, I love you. Is that the first time that she says it in the song? When you say I love you to someone, that's exciting, that's terrifying. There's like a lot of things that are involved in those conversations. I agree that we kind of got stuck in this like almost concerned place, or like almost too serious, having a too serious of a conversation. And we lost track of the fact that this is an expression of love, that there is a warmth to this. And she's saying like, basically all I need is love. I don't need anything else. All I need is you. So at the core of this, there's reassurance, there's comfort, there's warmth. And I think we were missing a little bit of that. But I mean, it was really, really stunningly sang and really composed. And yeah, so we're raising the stakes.
Kate, I felt you jumping in there.
I know. I'm sorry.
No.
Well, yeah, I think it's what has already been said, but I think like remembering that pretty songs have to be more than pretty songs. This is a pretty song, right? And you're singing it beautifully, and I applaud a soprano song all day long, because in 2025 it's brave to sing a soprano song as a not 75-year-old woman. So I give you that. But resist the urge to think that soprano song equals pretty song equals simple. It's not. Sopranos are people too. That's the hat I want. Sopranos are people too. People too, and they have strong feelings, and they have conflict, and they have depth. And it is the hardest thing about finding deep acting moments in beautiful singing, right? In like technical singing and beautiful singing, is that you still have to ground yourself down here with your feet on earth. And that's hard. And so just get away, pretend, I don't know what you're going to do. Don't ever listen to the music again. Just like take the words away, ignore the music for a minute, and remember what it is that you're saying, which is a desperate plea of connection, of please, I don't need any of that crap. I love you and I want to be with you. And then put the music back on top of it and have it be pretty then, right? But keep all of that stuff, the important stuff.
Can I add something to that as well? This is a good exercise for y'all to do. Watch your performance without any sound. Mm-hmm. And if you can understand what's happening, and if the scene is still kind of apparent, then you're giving off what you want to give off. That's correlated to the lyric and it's correlated to the song. But if you watch that without lyrics, there would be more concern than I think the song warrants. And so that's a good like temperature check on like where you're at acting wise, is just turn off the sound and see if it still makes sense. Especially for camera work.
That's like musical theater mega boss level. That is so
yeah. Y'all are on fire right now. I'm like, oh God, do I need to do that?
But it's fascinating because it kind of like fact checks yourself. Like I've done it to myself and been like, that's not what I want to be giving. Like we need to do that again. But it's really telling because you just totally lose track of it. You hear the music, you hear the lyrics, and they infer a lot in our minds of what's happening. But yeah.
Oh my gosh, new strategy unlocked. Guys, we have one more person who's made it into our top 15. And that final spot goes out to Bo Bailey from Lakeland, Florida, who will be singing Look to the Stars from October Sky. Go for it, Bo.
I will pledge myself to it. I will learn how to fly. I don't know how I'll do it, but I will try. By God, I'll try. Because when I look to the stars, I no longer feel so alone. With dreams I can hold but never own. Just a glimpse
through the bars. I'm gonna shoot for the stars. This poor Coldwood kid has joined the race. I'll write to you all from outer space. 'Cause I will get to the stars. Oh, I will get to the stars.
That's Bo Bailey. I'm going to throw it out. Dealer's choice. Jump in. Who wants that?
I'll kick us out.
Go for it, Derek.
No, great work, Bo. All I have is like pretty constructive things, but the beginning of this, just going back to like prefacing your first lyric, be careful because you had a decent chunk of music leading up to that first lyric. Just be careful not to give too much before you open your mouth, because it almost comes off as like you're ahead of yourself. Mm-hmm. Just be in the moment and like. I love your exuberance. You're super charming. You sound beautiful on the song. It's a beautiful song, but it's like the quintessential "I want" song for this character, I assume. And he says, "I pledge, I'll try, dreams I'll hold, but never own." Like all these things that are striving and leading with a lot of determination and a character that's like gonna fight to achieve this. And so I was missing a little bit of the fight. It was more just joyous, and I don't want you to lose the joy, but I think anchor it from the beginning with like, this is kind of a plea and an honest, like a vow that he's going to make this happen for himself. And then when you get to the place where a write to you all from outer space, that's maybe where you can throw a laugh in there and be like, heck, I'll even like write to you from the space station. Like, how about that? Like, but I think if we start with this place of like determination and really and like laser focus to that place of like lifting off and really convincing yourself that you are going to tackle this, and don't get ahead of the story. We don't know whether you're going to do it or not. We know that you're, rising from a underprivileged background and you're striving to do something great. And I think the arc of the song should mirror that. Like, we start determined, and then eventually we convince ourselves that this could become a reality for ourselves, and that's where the exuberance kind of takes hold. So I was just missing a little bit of that like half pipe up to the apex of the joy. But yeah, it's beautiful, buddy.
Great. Final thoughts for Bo.
Quite beautiful, Bo. And piggybacking off what Derek said of like, yeah, these lyrics, he's singing about looking beyond these bars to the stars. Like, you're caged, you are clearly bound in some way and seeking these stars, something beyond, something greater. What are your stars? Not necessarily the literal thing, but equate that to what is a star in your life? What are you aiming for? What are you fighting for? And what will you do to get that star? And really allowing yourself the vulnerability and the space to share that, again, with audiences, but also with yourself. Find that in the moment of like, okay, I see what my circumstance is. How will I change that to get what I desire? But beautiful. The joy was, I literally wrote down hopeful. I did feel the hope from Bo. Mm-hmm. There was like this hopeful joy in Bo that was like, yeah, I'm going to get it. Yeah. But it's like, all right, that also has color to it and range and a spectrum. So don't be afraid to take us on a ride.
Do I get to talk to? Am I allowed to?
Yes, you do.
Because I don't know. Do you guys both know this? I didn't know this.
I'm familiar with like the movie, the plot.
Okay. I was like, also, did Derek get to see this ahead of time? He's written out all the lyrics and has like thoughts. I'm like,
no. I was literally like scribbling lyrics and stuff. I was like,
so impressed. And then Jay, you did the same thing. You were like, this lyric and this lyric, and I'm like, am I late to the party? Anyway, the point being,
oh, did a good job because I heard them. They like stood out to me.
So, yeah. I mean, then there you go. You caught them better than you caught me. Which is not about you. That was about me hearing and just the way I was taking it in. But I don't know the song, right? So I don't know the song and I don't know anything about the story. And one of the things that I was thinking while I was watching it is when you choose a song that is perhaps a deep cut, like a B-side or a show that's not very known, or and this isn't by any means the first song that has been on this list, maybe out of the sort of A-box canon of musical theater. But know that your audience may very well not know anything about the character, what's happening to them, where they are in this moment, what they're fighting against, what they're fighting for. And so you have to provide the specificity so that we aren't left going, what is this about? Which is kind of where I was sitting. It's like, this is a beautiful voice, a beautiful performance. This person is full of joy, which I love. You can see the joy you love to perform, which is great. That's the number one thing we can't live without. But then everything else has to be in your performance, because you don't get the luxury of parameters, story parameters in this kind of context. Now, if you took that into an audition for Anastasia and you used that as your audition for Dimitri, at least then we have the parameters of, does this feeling, fit in our story? But right now in this competition, there's no parameters at all. And so you have to do all of the heavy lifting of providing me with specifics and depth and complexity of emotion, because I got nothing out here. I don't know nothing about nothing. And so I'm just watching and going, look at this happy person who's going to achieve his dreams. And that's not usually what we're writing musical theater songs for, at least in an I Want song. So dig deeper into what those lyrics that everybody else knows and I don't, dig deeper into what that actually literally means in the story, either that because you've researched it or seen it, or the story you're creating for yourself, that what this song means to you. So that when the dum-dum out here who doesn't know anything about anything and listening to it, I'm on the ride with you, as opposed to two steps behind trying to figure out what it is that we're talking about, if that makes sense.
All right, judges, you are on fire tonight. All right, that's our top 15. Congratulations to each and every one of you. But guess what? We're not done yet. In a minute, our judges will take a look at our 3 awesome almost and give one contestant a chance to move on to the next round. But before we get there, let's learn more about one of our sponsors, 54 Below. 54 Below is a recipient of the 2022 Tony Awards Honor for Excellence in the Theater. It's a nonprofit supper club with a mission to preserve the music of Broadway and expand the art of the cabaret while growing opportunities for diverse communities of emerging and established artists. It was founded as a place for the Broadway community to celebrate Broadway performers, both established and new, who sing the music of Broadway and the Great American Songbook, as well as new material intended for Broadway and off-Broadway stages. All right, judges, it's time to meet our awesome almost that we've been talking so much about. These, of course, are contestants that came so very close to making it into the top 15. But judges, you're going to save one of them and move them forward in the competition for next week's votes. We are going to be listening to all of these performances without breaks for critique, and we will let you have a conversation at the end to let us know who you will be moving forward in the competition. So first up, for your consideration, we've got Lizzie Ricks from Chandler, Arizona, singing My Days from The Notebook.
I just need to choose my time. I have to run away. I have to stay. I want to live a life where I am proud to say that I followed my joy, I followed my heart, I lived this one wild life, I ripped it apart, I pushed through the corners with no apologies, and finally I can say I know the way. I'll say that I loved the way that I spent my days.
That's Lizzie Ricks from Chandler, Arizona. Next up for your consideration, judges, we have Kate Jones from Lambertville, New Jersey, singing Poor Wandering One from Pirates of Penzance. How fun.
Poor wandering one, though thou hast surely strayed, take heart of grace, 5 steps we trace. Poor
All right, that's Kate Jones with Poor Wandering One. And lastly, for your consideration, we have Raya Conway from Pendleton, Indiana, singing Woman from the Pirate Queen.
I'm almost your age, I'm your match in size. I'm as skilled with swords and equal in most eyes. But when you have a dream and you're caught in its grip, you can climb aboard a ship. You can, for you're a man. You can reach toward that place where the earth meets the sky. Fight a battle, be brave, be true. If you can do it, why not I'm meant to fly, sail unrestrained. Why is man free and woman chained? Is that my epitaph before I die? I should be free, free to be grace, so I can feel the wind on my face. And when life beckons, I should go face out the storm, not stay below. Am I to be just woman? No, not I.
All right, that is Raya Conway. And with that, judges, you have a lot to talk about. And my friends, when we come back, our judges will reveal who will be moving forward into the next round of competition, singing for your votes. We'll be right back. All right, my friends, we are back. Our judges have had a heated debate, and a decision has been made, and I will give the honors to Kate Rockwell to let us know who the judges have decided to move forward next week.
Congratulations to all three of these performers. I'm always so, I feel the word proud, which is weird because we've never met, but like, I feel proud to participate in this competition because it's very vulnerable and it requires bravery to put yourself on tape and send it out into the ether and listen to us talk about it. We who do not know you. But so I want to say kudos to everybody, to all three of our awesome almosts. And the person that we are choosing to send to next week is Lizzie. Congratulations, Lizzie. All of us agreed. We loved the simplicity of your take on the song. We really respected the way you were connected to the lyric. This is my personal feedback. I think that most of the songs from that score are very, very difficult to sing out of context because they are so high. They just reach a stratosphere where we are looking at your tonsils and not listening to your words. And that's not you, that's the song on the page. So my feedback to you for next week is let's see if we can find something that be less concerned about how high you can sing and a little more focused on a story song, something that really is like centering in telling the story. The Notebook is beautiful. It's a wild scream. So good for you for doing it. Now let's pick something else that maybe can focus a little bit more on the character work.
I love it. All right. Congratulations, Lizzie Ricks, and our entire top 15 turned top 16. You'll be back competing again next week. For those of you who are continuing on this journey, the next round of competition, and this is what I was alluding to earlier, is MTI week. Your performances next week will have to come from the MTI catalog of shows. So look out for an email from us with a list of songs that you can choose from. And it is an extensive list.
Yeah.
We are going to take a slight pause next week for Thanksgiving, but we'll be back in 2 weeks' time on Friday, December 5th at 9 p.m. to announce who is making it to the top 10. Be sure that you follow Broadway World on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok to see when the next round of voting opens up to the public on Monday, December 1st. Thank you very much, judges. I'm in awe of all of you. Thank you to everyone who submitted for Next on Stage Season 6, and we will see you soon. Have a good night.